The randomness of 80s anime OVAs continues. See, I was planning to jump right into the next decade of, the 90s, but there's just way too much to talk about in the 80s, so we're running it back. I have 3 more interesting OVAs for you all, hopefully. And most of these are pretty much smack dab in like the middle of the 80s too. So it's not like 81, 89. No, we're like right there, bro. We're right there. I just realized that I was one off of all these OVAs having a now defunct anime studio that worked on these. Damn. Also, if you enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe and drop a like. It helps out the channel since the YouTube algorithm does not really favor me. Anyways, let's get back into the video. Starting us off, we have The Humanoid, which is an OVA from 1986. So right in the middle, like I was talking about. It was animated by Kaname Productions, who haven't done much due to them being dissolved 2 years later. However, their highest rated show is Plastic Model Wrestling Sanshiro. Never watched it. But The Humanoid takes place on the planet of Lazeria. I don't know how to pronounce that properly. I didn't really pay attention. Where Dr. Watson has created his magnum opus, a beautiful woman of metal named Antoinette, who holds the key to an ancient civilization that can save or destroy the world. However, the honestly stupid Governor Proud kidnaps a man named Eric in the hope of gaining the second key. Antoinette discovers her deep-rooted feelings and insane fighting skills to save the world. So yeah, she was actually in love, bro, so, Anyways, this was honestly a product of the mid-80s. I could feel it. Like, genuinely, the feel, the music, the overall vibe. Though I do think the MAL score of a 4.81 is kind of ridiculous. There are genuinely worse shows out there that people have given higher scores that don't deserve to be that high. Y'all just suck at rating stuff, by the way. Like, the regular populace of the anime community has smooth brain ratings for anime, bro. I'm not gonna lie. All right, moving on from making fun of the anime community, the next show to grace my screen is Greed, which came out in genuine smack dab middle of the 80s. We got 1985. Okay, it was also animated by Filmlink International and Bebo, if that's how we're pronouncing that. So I'm not sure about Filmlink International, but I do know that Bebo is defunct. It doesn't exist anymore. It was disbanded in 1989, so a couple years after this was released. But sadly, neither company really animated anything groundbreaking, at least as far as I'm aware. I don't know if any of these were considered groundbreaking at the time they released or anything, so my fault if I'm just talking out of my ass here. They didn't make anything with substantially rated stuff. But Filmlink International, though, they did produce, or they were a producer of, one of, because there's multiple producers all the time, of the Vampire Hunter D movie. I didn't put in my notes if it was the original or the 2000 remake. So yeah, my bad for shitty note taking. But that's something, because at least they worked on something pretty cool before never making anything else again. But yeah, sorry about my small tangent there. I had to talk about these companies because it's interesting learning about them. But anyway, the OVA Greed is about a kid named Lid. His last name's Kyle, by the way. Sets out on a journey to finish his father's will, where he must take on the incarnation of evil and save the world. This goes from the run-of-the-mill adventure story to they literally have a huge ass space battle with a goblin creature, aka the incarnation of evil. So pretty much normal Japan at the end of the day. Honestly, to simmer this all down, 90% of the OVA was Lid talk no jutsuing 5 people into sacrificing themselves, and he lives at the end. Honestly, This is something that a kid would watch and love the hell out of, or be petrified. It's just it's just a whole mess, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, wild OVA. Now the final OVA of this video, yes, we're reaching the end, sorry, is Amon Saga, released in 1986. And this is the company, the animation studio that was not defunct, that we could have had like the three-way of defunct anime studios we could have talked about, but no, fucking Toei Animation had to animate this one, bro. You either love them or you hate them. We all know Toei, the animation studio behind The Godfather, Dragon Ball, the top 10 show of all time, Yu-Gi-Oh, and the most overrated of the big three. But in all serious stuff, of course, One Piece, among a whole bunch of other shows. Goated. Outside of that, one time they tried to fuck over Totally Not Mark. Don't think we forgot. But yeah, we all know who Toei is. I don't need to give them an explanation. I kind of did, but I didn't have to. Anyways, however, unlike their massive hits, this was a massive L. It's just a bloated mess that is kind of a waste of time. It's an hour of your time that's just gone, that I can't get back anymore, in my opinion though. Amon Saga is a supposed saga about Amon, a mysterious guy that shows up, saves a captured princess, and dips. Outside of being long, there's nothing saga-like about this. It isn't a complex story whatsoever. It has like an iota of actual interesting things going on otherwise. Maybe like, ooh, the magic or whatever the fuck they were casting was interesting, but again, they used that shit like 3 times, so it's like, whoop-de-fucking-do. Oh no, this one was kind of mid. Sorry, was not feeling this one, bro. But it looked good. I can say that. But otherwise, buns. A weird mix of OVAs this time, honestly. I guess we were bound to run into ones that think they go hard, but actually don't sooner or later. But yeah. I still hope to get picked up by some alien baddie sometime soon.